San Antonio taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for San Antonio. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And it's Leonard in the small forward position.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Parker kicks to Duncan. He feeds it to Green. A 3. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Los Angeles. It's deflected. It's stolen by Green. Here's Parker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Beautiful work in the transition game. That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Fisher with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Back to O'Neal. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Jones kicks to Fisher. Top of the key. That's good. And San Antonio has possession. And Doris Burke caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. Doris?
When talking about who they'll be most concerned with on the other side, he laughed a little and asked, "You mean other than Kobe?" He said that it's an almost futile effort to try and slow Kobe because he can score in so many different ways, saying, really, all we can try and do is prevent him from getting into a rhythm and try to force him into tough shots. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Spurs shoot their first free throws of the game.
Now, this is a good free throw shooting team a year ago. They hit about 79% of their free throws as a unit.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Campbell's checked in. San Antonio on defense. This is to Fisher. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Parker with it. Green with a screen on Fisher. It's Parker with the drive. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Parker's got 5.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
Here's Kobe. And Splitter pulls it down.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance. Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
Parker kicks to Green. Back to Parker. Pass to Green. 6 to shoot. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Clock at 4. And the wide open shot from Duncan. No good there off the double clutch.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Parker with the steal. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Parker's got 7 points in the game.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively they look great.
Pass to Fisher. Got a piece of it. Kobe kicks to Fisher. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Spurs leading by 4. The drive by Green. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
Jones against Leonard. Shoots it. Jump shot is good. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Duncan. It's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot. The Spurs have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. That free throw good from Duncan. That one misses. Lakers trailed by 3. Bryant, it's a wide open look. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Bryant's got 5 more.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's Green. He dishes it to Duncan. And he bangs it home with one hand. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points to the game. That's awful.
So it's the Lakers now. Into O'Neal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Parker inside, defended by Jones. Jones against Parker. Passes it to Green. 5 on the clock. Poked away and stolen by Fisher. Rebound by Parker. San Antonio leading. Shaq takes it away. And here's the fast break. Kobe Bryant leading the way. Jones dishes to O'Neal. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
They set the pick. Parker kicks to Duncan. The dish to Green. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Green's got 5 points so far.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Inside to Campbell. And Campbell was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Blunt comes in for Shaq, and Barry subbed in for Kobe. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Spurs. Bellinelli comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Ano Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. Mills in for Parker. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
Here's Barry. He's covered by Ginobili. Down low. Here's Blunt. And it's good off the glass.
These two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
Dion. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
Duncan with it. Jones covering. And that one's good. Mills has got his first basket.
Well, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. Force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively. Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Good. And the Spurs lead by 2.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Physical play. They dominate. Yeah, the referees all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about this.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
They double team Ginobili. It's tipped. And here's the break. And that one's good from Fisher. Fisher's got 9.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Ginobili outside. Diaw, the screen. Ginobili kicks to Diaw. Spurs working the ball around now. Duncan, the pass to Mills. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Duncan's got 4 assists in the game. Clark, Mark and Steve, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
Yeah, how about that last lead change? That's number 7 for the game.
Jones, that's for 2. Leaps for it, and it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
It's Ginobili outside. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Yeah, they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve.
Terry is out there with Bryant. And there's Ori. Then it's Jones. And it's Shaq in at the 5 down low. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Gentlemen, we all know that Manu Ginobili has had a terrific career playing mostly as a 6th man. Ginobili said, I don't think it was a big sacrifice. Maybe at first it was a little painful on the ego, but when I got in, all the plays were for me. I started to feel confident in that role. Now I enjoy it, and I don't even want to start. Kevin?
Doris, he puts pragmatism over ego. Thank you. Parker with it. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep our eyes on.
The Lakers trail. Outside, Jones deflects the pass. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. It's Parker with the drive. And he gets it to go. Parker's got 5 points now this quarter.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guy.
Spurs making a switch here. Green's checked in. Not loose. Leonard with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the road.
That's slammed in by Jones.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Well, those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Here's Parker after the basket by the Lakers. He dishes it to Leonard. Outside, Green knocks it loose. 6 on the shot clock. Into Deal. And he dumps it down. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Barry the pass to Ori. Outside, Jones. Elbow shot. Again, Los Angeles. San Antonio leading by 4. Outside, Green. The 11-footer pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Green's got 7 points.
You know, he's not somebody they lean on for points, but when he does score, that's a bonus.
That drops. And it's 8 points for Kobe Bryant.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Parker outside. And he banks in the layup. And the Spurs lead by 5.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
O'Neal misses. San Antonio with the ball. Parker kicks to Green. Back to Parker. On the wing, Green. Here's Diaw, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yeah, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
But there was some style there, Kev. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
Oh, and here comes Kobe all alone. Young Kobe Bryant with a monster dunk.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
Wow, and now it's just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Fantastic basketball on the open floor.
Parker with it. Jones covering. Parker kicks to Leonard. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Kobe. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, he is none too pleased with the play of his club out there, and looks like they need a little time to get things sorted out here.
I don't know if any coaches would be too happy if they just saw their team give up a run like this one.
Antonio leading. Double team on Parker. Diaw dishes to Green. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Green's got 9. Here are the Lakers. Bryant drives in, and Splitter pulls it down.
Excellent interior defense there. Good rotation.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence. Up a lot of space.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that.
For San Antonio, they've had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Fisher's check in for the Lakers. And San Antonio also making a switch. Duncan, he's checked in for Splitter.
Still haven't seen them miss a shot from the line in this quarter, so they're doing a nice job of protecting the lead.
Well, they're cashing in from the line. I mean, they're making them pay for fouling right now. Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
Parker kicks to Duncan. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Duncan's got 5 now.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now here's Leonard. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Duncan outside. Trying to shoot. And there's the feet to Diaw. And stolen by Fisher. Here's Jones. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Pedal to the metal right now, really pushing.
Yep, 3 of their last 5 makes coming in transition, guys.
Parker double team, and Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Lakers. Campbell is checked in for Shaq, and it's Blunt in for Bryant. San Antonio also making some changes. Gallinelli, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And Mills in for Parker. A chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs, not necessarily a glamour franchise, but maybe the NBA's model franchise. The longest streak of 50-win seasons in league history, 5 championships, and a litany of former Spurs working as head coaches and GMs around the league. Tim Duncan said people aren't envious of their image, but they're envious of how they run things. They get it done, Kevin.
They sure do. Thanks, Doris. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
The pass to Orr. Here's Fisher. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs leading by 3. Bellinelli passes to Mills. And Ginobili now top of the key.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
Here's Mills. He's got 8. To the paint, like it's 6.
That's 2 turnovers in the last 3 minutes. Those are starting to add up, guys.
And Jones steams it home.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Moving it up. Finish off the break. Fisher's got 6 points in the quarter.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot.
And now that they have the lead, they might even want to get more aggressive defensively. Really attack, try to come up with more steals.
Start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
You look at what Derek Fisher has done so far. 15 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And those steals are all the evidence you need of just how high his basketball IQ is. He really sees the floor well defensively.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting their one. And it's Splitter in at the center position. The Lakers trail. Now Fisher. The shot by Ori, no good.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Offensive rebound. Count the bucket.
You gotta like what they've been doing down there in the low post part.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding, so important in a tight game.
Now here's Kobe. 14 points for him. That's good. And the assist goes to Fisher. 16 points for Kobe Bryant.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, are they moving the ball right now? They look good.
Parker dishes to Green. For San Antonio, they've made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped the ball. That's good from Green. So he gets them both. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Jones drives in. Kicks it to O'Neal. Parker against Fisher. Leonard with the steal. And it's Parker at the elbow. Finish off the break. Parker's got 16 points.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Bryant battles through traffic and lays it in.
Great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it. Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
And they go to the intentional foul.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
And there's the call on Derek Fisher. That's his first foul. Parker outside. He kicks to Duncan. And stolen by Fisher.
As that's his 4th giveaway.
Oh, wow. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets to space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
Fisher against Parker. Feeds to Green. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Duncan kicks to Green. 5 to shoot. A baseline J. Good as the jump shot falls. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a nice play there. The more contributors this team can get, the better.
And the Lakers call time here. And at this point of the game, always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well. All 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question.
Right.
I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve, that Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah,
Gotta love it.
San Antonio with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. Back to Duncan. He feeds it to Leonard. Green with a screen for Leonard. Parker against Fisher. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics a pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Dishes it to Splitter. Pass to Parker. And there's the call on Derek Fisher. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Parker outside. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Lakers on offense. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Ori. Great pass to set up the lay-in. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Here comes Tony Parker. He's got 16.
Well, they were getting run ragged out there. Good time for a timeout. Maybe it was even too late, but this club has to regroup now.
Oh, I tell you what, it wasn't pretty, and they definitely needed to take a minute to talk things over.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And the Spurs with some changes. Diao comes in for Duncan. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He told the team he wanted to run their offense through Parker. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. He also wants his players putting pressure on the defense with early offense, lots of shots, and an aggressive approach in general whenever they've got the ball. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. Oh, here's Parker. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Ginobili with the ball. Picked up by Bryant.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Jones from outside. And that comes off the assist by Derek Fisher. Fisher's got 6 assists now in the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
Got to find something, you're right. The Lakers with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Ori. Shoots the 3. And that one's good from Fisher. Fisher's got 18 points.
Back-to-back threes for him. defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
And stolen by Fisher. Fast break. The Lakers comes up. And the dunk by Ernie.
Boy, how's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, he didn't waste any time getting down the court, did he?
Spurs trailed by 10. Ginobili kicks to Splitter. Got a piece of it. Passes it to Parker. And up the floor again for the Lakers, running the court. Bryant's shot is off. Parker with it. He's got 16. And Ginobili, here we go. And yes, sir, that one drops. Ginobili's got his second bucket.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Here's Fisher. He's got 18. Here's Bryant. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And some changes here for the Lakers. Campbell, he's checked in for O'Neal. Blunt comes in for Orr. And Berry subbed in for Bryant. Then for the Spurs, Ellenelli, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Mills in for Tony Parker. And he gets it to go. Splitter's got 6.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Spurs trailed by 8. Here's Mills. Takes it off the glass. 10 points for him.
Their low post defense has to show some improvement, guys.
Yeah, of the last 10 points, Steve, 8 have come from in tight.
The dish to Fisher. And there's the pass to Blunt. To the inside. That's blocked. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Mills has got the ball.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Again, the miss by Jones. Here's San Antonio. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, very aggressive, too. Keeping the defense off balance with their ball movement. I like the way they look.
An easy 2 points on the way. Jones has got 17.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Ahead. And that's it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head. A look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, let's do it. I love the way this play developed. And I think this offense really thrives off of plays like that. Turned it into an easy basket.
Lakers leading by 6. They've got Bryant. Blunt is out there with Jones. And there's Campbell. And it's Fisher in the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. The Lakers with the ball. Jones up top. Fires the 3. And he gets the bucket. Jones has got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Lakers.
They are killing them with that 3-point shot here in the 2nd half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
That doesn't go either by Ginobili. Ginobili's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37% on the run, but he made the adjustment. And the Lakers lead by 11.
Well, they're winning the speed game, guys, getting out in transition.
Boy, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, tremendous flow.
And here's Fisher. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Count the bucket. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities and scoring some easy baskets.
O'Neal's checked in for the Lakers. Ori comes in for Blanc. Then for the Spurs, Kawhi Leonard comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make a simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
Leonard the pass to Parker. Duncan drawing the double team. Nobody near Leonard. And that one hits back iron.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Kobe having just a fantastic game. He has 20 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3 points.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. Should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Their offense seems completely out of sync here. They're on the wrong end of a big run.
And then at the other end, it's been bucket after bucket after bucket, giving up a huge run here.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists, great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Lakers passing it around. Oh, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That's good from Ori. Ori hits them both.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Oh, here's Parker. And the shot is long.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just blanks the open jumper.
Jones, the pass to Ori. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got 12 points in just the second half.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Oh, here's Parker. Parker double team.
While dealing with travel, one of the challenges you face as an NBA player, it's amazing just how much easier it's gotten, Clark. I know you and I both played in an era early on where there was commercial travel. Now everybody charters and flies out immediately after the game. You've got leg room, you've got catered meals, so you get more sleep, you get more rest. I think it's had a huge impact on the way NBA teams do business and just the quality of play in general.
And Green gets it to go.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
The feed to O'Neal. Unloads from 13. And that's going to be a travel. Splitters checked in for San Antonio. Now Parker. Into Green. It's blocked by Shaq. Outside, Jones. Great tee that time from Green. San Antonio with the ball. He dishes it to Leonard. Duncan right side. The Lakers with the rebound. Shaq's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist from Derek Fisher. 29 points for Kobe Bryant.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run. Wow, who is that guy? I didn't know he could elevate like that. I didn't know he had that in him.
I didn't either. You got to put some blame, though, on the defense, don't you think?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to put a body on him. You got to get positioned and put up some kind of a standard. He's just been the man since the start of this quarter, and just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Here comes Tony Parker. Double team on Parker, and the wide open shot from Green. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Green's got 10 points in just the second half. Kobe kicks to Jones. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. Oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back.
Quick hands on the steal. Quick feet on the break.
Costly mistake to fork that ball over and then not get back on D.
Timeout called the Lakers.
You know, there are around 150 current NBA players with D-League experience. The developmental league, which started back in 2001 with 8 teams, now has 18. The structure has changed a little bit over the years, but you have to say that the D-League has become a big success for the NBA. Well, after all those struggles in the first half, he has really picked it up here in the second.
You know, this season, the Knicks, the Pistons, and the Magic requiring single affiliation with D-League teams, and that seems to be a trend. The Knicks and Pistons moving close to White Plains, New York, and Grand Rapids, Michigan, respectively, and looking to develop players within their system and get them back and forth quickly from their D-League assignments. Makes sense, and looks to be moving towards more of the Major League Baseball.
And Duncan throws it down hard.
He's so dominant in the low post. You just can't let him get the ball in there so tight.
Too easy. It was really simple for him to go to work there.
Good on the shot.
He was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Here's Fisher. And of the 18 D-League teams, 15 are in single affiliation, Steve, with one NBA team. About half of those owned outright by their parent ball club.
Well, it's moving in that direction, Kevin, a place to develop talent and test out new methods. Wouldn't surprise me at all to see every NBA team with their own D-League affiliate before long. Great teamwork out there, really helping each other out.
Their plan is one. I mean, they're like a symphony. Everybody in harmony and in beat and in rhythm. 5 straight baskets now have resulted because of assists.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Duncan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ginobili. Ginobili's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's O'Neal, and he goes in for the dunk.
Every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they play.
Oh, here's Parker. Duncan high post. And there's the call on Derek Fisher. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And over the years, we've seen injuries bothered and seen people over the course of their careers, while other players seem to stay healthy. And it may be just genetic makeup, it could be off-season training, but it does seem that staying healthy can also almost be considered a skill rather than just luck of the draw.
Corey against Duncan. And a foul on the shot. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
So far, they can 8 rebounds. He's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot at the 3-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
And the second free throw, good.
They're doing a great job here in the second half. They've brought their free throw percentage up quite a bit. And that's winning basketball. That's one of the ingredients in winning basketball. Good free throw shooting.
And these are the types of games where it's obvious one team clearly had the edge. Tonight, it's going to be a great win and a large margin for the Lakers.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3. It paid off for them in the end.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Bryant. Every time he shot it seemed like it was just going to drop in, and nobody was surprised.
And that one's good. Duncan.
Boy, he really used his height there.
He sure did, Steve. I mean, a nice touch on that shot.
Here's O'Neal. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
Now here's Ginobili. Leonard dishes to Ginobili. Parker against Fisher. Just 4 to shoot. Leonard no luck. Shaq in the high post. He's against Splitter. He misses the free throw, so it's both teams making substitutions here. So he comes up empty at the line. Mills, that's a two-pointer. Offline. So